Hey everyone, so today we are going to continue with the factor theorem, factoring using guess and check. Okay, so start by factoring completely. So use whichever method you think is most appropriate. Alright, so this first one actually is factorable, x squared minus 9. So that's x squared, x minus 8, minus 9, x minus 8. So x squared minus 9, x minus 8, and x squared minus 9 is x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 8. Done. And the next one, let's see. So it's just a trinomial. So my guess is 3 and 3. Let's see. 5 times 3 is 15. Positive 15 minus 3. That's it. Or if you wanted to do factor by slide, so we're multiplying to negative 45, combining to 12. So that's 15 and 3, where the 3 is negative. So 5x plus 15, 5x minus 3. And then you have to divide out the extra 5. That's it. Okay. If a polynomial p of x has a leading coefficient of a and a constant term b, then the possible zeros of the polynomial are all factors of b and all factors of b over a. So I mentioned this in the meet the other day. So for example, let's say we had p of x equals 3x cubed minus 4x squared plus 7x minus 8. All right. So we'd start with, to figure out what our guess and check would be, we start with all our factors of 8, so plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 4, and plus or minus 8. But then we have other options. It could also be all of those divided by 3. Plus or minus 1/3, plus or minus 2/3, plus or minus 4/3, plus or minus 8/3. What makes it even harder would be if, say the leading term was a 6, then you'd have to do a third, a half. Like if you had, for example, 6x cubed minus 8. Let's just say it was that, right? So we would do all the ones with the 8. Oops, 4, not a 3. And then we divide by all the factors of 6. So it'd be like 1 plus or minus a half, plus or minus a third, plus or minus a sixth, plus or minus 2 halves, plus or minus 2/3, plus or minus 2/6, and so on. So it gets really, really intense. Don't worry, we won't go that crazy with it. I would stick to something like over here. All right. So I want you to pause the video and guess and check. Take your time. Let's see, 1. I always want to put a 1 first. I'm just so used to it being a 1. So 2, negative 5, negative 14, 8. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Four, 1, 2, negative 12. Nope. Let's try negative 2. Negative 4, negative 9, 18, 4, negative 8. Got it. So we get x plus 2, and then 2x squared minus 9x plus 4 So that's x plus 2, 2x, x, minus 4, minus 1. And that's it. So the other ones, we could have done a half, right? That one did have a fraction in there. And number 3, we got 3, 2, negative 11, negative 10. Again, I'm going to try my integers first, hoping for the best. 3, 3, 5, 5, nope. I'm going to try a negative. It is nice having just like an eraser. Negative 3, negative 1, 1, negative 10, 10, got it. So this becomes x plus 1, change the sign, 3x squared minus x minus 10, x plus 1, 3x and x, this has to be a 6, minus 6 plus 5 gives me negative 1. That's it. So if we had tried, for instance, negative 5/3, that one would have worked for the q of x. But I tried to avoid that as much as possible. All right. What are all possible zeros for the following? So notice it's not actually asking you to find anything. It's just what are the possible zeros. So this would be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 15, plus or minus a half, plus or minus 3 over 2, plus or minus 5 over 2, and plus or minus 15 over 2. All right, so now pause. So these are to the fourth, so these are more work, right? So you're going to have to do this process twice. 2, 1, negative 1, negative 1, negative 1. All right, it's got to be a 1 or a negative 1. Has to work. 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Yep, I knew it. So we get x minus 1. But we're down to an x to the third. So we have to do it again. So I'm going to try, since all of these are positive, I'm now going to try negative 1. 2, negative 2, 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, 0. So that gave me x plus 1, and then I have 2x squared plus x plus 1. So that's actually, this is not factorable, if I'm looking at that right. There's no way, because they're all plus. So my answer is x minus 1, x plus 1, 2x squared plus x plus 1, because that is not factorable. All right, last one. Again, it's going to be 2 steps. So 2, 5, negative 5, negative 5, 3. So factors of 3. 2, 7, 7, 2, 2, negative 3, negative 3. Nice. So we got an x minus 1. And then try a negative 1. 2, negative 2, 5, negative 5, negative 3, 3, 0. Wow, I'm good at this. X plus 1. And then we got 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. That is factorable. Plus 3, that's 6 minus 1. All right, so my final answer here is x minus 1, x plus 1, 2x minus 1, and x plus 3. If you're having trouble, you're probably rushing it. There's lots of silly mistakes that we can make with these, like bringing down a 1 here instead of a 2. You know, stuff like that is really common. All right, practice. Practice makes perfect.